Hello, storytellers. It's Storytelling Ron, and this is about Father's Day, or Avatar: The Way of the Father, The Way of Father. Um, this film, I really like this film. It's really amazing, and I'll tell you. Don't worry, I'll get to the other points, but it depicts father incredibly, like the way it should be, the way the Bible describes how a father should be. This is amazing. This. And and of course, I'm actually upset because where's the Christian films that depict the father the way they should be? There are some, and I'm looking around, but please comment. Where are the Christian films that depict the way the father and the mother should actually be, and with the children? It's just this film does an incredible job. It preaches family and father and mother and the dynamics between a husband and wife. And James Cameron, the filmmaker, he really is incredible at execution. Obviously, he's made some blockbusters and incredible films, and he's been so obsessed with the Titanic and other things in his life, the deep sea and all that, and it's been pretty amazing. But I'm watching this, I'm just jealous, I guess, because where are the Christian films that depict this? I mean, there's a lot of films about fatherhood and Christianity, but they're very, I don't know, just light, or they're just not. They make the father humble, but the father needs to be strong and he needs to be protective. And then there's humility too, but there's protection, and he leads. And this film shows it, and I'm just like, what the? Why aren't Christian films showing this all the time? Obviously, I don't, what he's preaching otherwise, I know is absolutely ridiculous and wrong. And paganism is not, he depicts it as being very neat, but I've read or heard, it was either YouTube historical stuff or I've read it because I'm doing both. A firsthand account of a sailor. They went to they visited islands, and the husbands they did have like one wife that they had, but they all shared the young ladies, the young women. And they even shared it with the sailors. They didn't care. Like, it was fine to them. So that's, they're not going to, Cameron's not going to show that in this film. He shows the Christian morals and ethics of it was the fidelity of a husband and wife. And then of course, the criticism of man creating all this industry, which in industrial stuff. But if you look at the motion, the behind the scenes, everything that they needed to make this film was industrial stuff, right? I mean, it's on YouTube. They show behind the scenes and all the motion capture they did, and everything in there. There was no plants in there. There was no greenery. There was no, environment in there. No, it was all industrial. It was all plastics and oils and electronics, high tech. Exactly. So it's really ridiculous the way they did whatever their message is. I do like the environment. We do want to be caretakers, gardeners, wardens of the earth. We want to take care of it for sure. But the whole environmental crap is ridiculous. Okay, so here's some just detailed amazing things about this film. They show the father. Look at this they show the father spending time, simple things with the son, and just the most beautiful things to do is with your son, with your daughter, is spend time with them and teach them or experience things with them and see them grow and try things. And this scene is really cool because when they go visit the water tribe, and they have to decide whether they're going to take them in, and they know it might be dangerous. And the father, the husband, the protector, the chieftain, is unsure, and he looks to his wife, and she just does that little nod, but it's his decision. It's his decision what happens. And that little nod there that she did to him, the dynamic between that relationship is amazing because it shows that he is the leader, but she's part of it too, just like in the Bible. That's our depiction of a husband and wife. They're together. They make decisions together. They know each other. They read each other. But the man makes the decision about protection, about what to do, the final decision on big matters like that. And the wife is the helper. She's the helper. The Bible says women were made to help the man. And this film depicts it that way. And the women are strong. They can do whatever they want, kind of thing. But and of course the wife here is doing killer stuff, but she still submits to her husband. She still, and she loves her children with her husband. And it's just, I know, it's just amazing that this is what Avatar, this pagan guy is depicting, and it's a Christian moral ethic because it's not in paganism. I get that paganism has a father and a mother and children, but that doesn't mean that he can't break the rules, the father, or the mother, obviously, but because there aren't no rules. It's sort of a tradition. It's your opinion that marriage should be this way. In Christianity, it's not your opinion that matters. It's what the Bible says, and that's absolute. So if it's not absolute, then none of that is precious or it doesn't matter. But watching this film and how he's portraying it, it's absolute. It's absolute what's being taught. Oh no, we just teach the sons that, well, so what if the sons disagree, or what if the women disagree, or what if the whole tribe wants your daughters, and your idea is to protect your daughter? Well, but the whole tribe wants her as part of the harlotry that's going on. In Christianity, that is absolutely wrong no matter what. But in a pagan tribe, hey, we all voted 51%, so we get your daughter. I mean, really, that's what paganism is, and that's what this ideology of today is. Pride Month is about. Well, we can now take your daughters because we all voted on it because it's Pride Month, right? I mean, that's what atheism is. Paganism, same thing. But in Christianity, that is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. That the son or daughter will leave their mother and father and marry, and Jesus describes what marriage is: a man and a woman. The son or daughter will obviously leave and marry as a man and woman, and then start their own life. That is what the nature of family is, and the nature of sex. Anything else is a sin. Although Paul says you can be single, and that's okay, because you focus on the Lord and on your mission or whatever, and that's fine too. But you marry to be together as a man and wife. And anything else is not, and you have children. Now, obviously, if you aren't perfect and fail at that or whatever, that's fine. But that doesn't mean you then push government or force to change this definition. You don't, just because you failed at it or many people are failing at it, doesn't mean you change it. It just means that, you failed at it. That's fine. But, it doesn't mean you change the society because you're offended now that all these people have succeeded at it, but you, or, if you failed at it, that's fine. Be humble, live your life. But that doesn't mean you change it, or you make rules, or you go to government and force all the others to believe what you believe. The best thing in life is what God says, what his laws are. Father over the wife, and then the children. And then, of course, the father submits to the church or to Jesus. And the father is the spiritual leader of the house. He's the leader of the house and does what, protects them, sacrifices himself for them, does everything for them. That's what a leader does. I mean, pagans think leader is something else, I think, because anyway, happy Father's Day. That's just my bit about Avatar, and I do think you should watch it with your kids. I mean, the pagan stuff is eye rolling, but the depiction of the family is so worth watching it, because that really, I think, helps teach the sons about that. Because you teach them, obviously, but it's fun to see it in a film. Because I just, this is a call out for Christian filmmakers to start making films where you really show the father as being the protector. I just don't know that many like that. And again, comment if you know of any, or even regular films that really should depict it, father this way. Okay. Anyway, happy Father's Day. And remember, in the game of life, roll holy dice.